Welcome back. I wasn't expecting to make this video. I had no idea the game was coming out, but there is a Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance game being released on Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. So we're going to take a look at the trailer. I have already watched it and I can't believe how good it is. But basically in the trailer we see the Beholder, we see liches, we see giants, we see the combat, which is actually third person. Normally with D&D games you get an overhead view or you get a turn-by-turn board game. There is some comedy in it as well. There's a part where a giant is sinking into the lava and he gives us the finger. You should recognize some of the characters in it. We've got Drizzt, obviously the drow. So I don't know if this is going to sort of tell some of his stories. I am currently reading through them now. I've actually got that there. Yeah, I've just picked this up, so I'm going to be reading through this. It's awesome. We've got a game which may be telling a similar story. I feel like if it was, it would be the Legend of Drizzt and then a title because it is like more well known. I guess this sort of gives everyone the chance if you're not familiar with the games or the storyline. This just looks like a really cool RPG you can play in. But what information have we got so far? So it is multiplayer. It's an RPG. It's third person. It is based in the Dungeons and Dragons world, so we'll see a lot of those creatures and some of the abilities you use. It does, so far from what I can tell, there's like 5 characters or 4 that you can select from. It doesn't look like you can customize them. If you can, it hasn't shown any of that. You can already pre-order it. There's a standard edition and a deluxe edition. The deluxe gives you some DLC, which has already been announced. Some extra bits, some weapons, just some theme stuff for in-game. The current release date for this title is June 22nd. I am going to play little bits of the trailer, but I will leave a link below if you want to go check it out yourself. I would suggest watching the whole thing. It's got some awesome music to it. It's got some awesome attacks, some funny moments. It just sort of encapsulates how you play D&D. This does look like it looks more of a AAA title, which does interest me. It looks more like Shadow of Mordor rather than the old RPGs we got on the older systems. The graphics look incredible. This is a huge step forward. D&D has just got more and more popular over the last few years with Critical Role and stuff like that. Acquisitions Incorporated before that. Moved more into streaming. So now we've got a video game. This could be the next thing. There's obviously the movie as well. It's going to be a huge couple of years for D&D. So I'm super excited to try this out. I will be bringing you content as soon as it comes out. We've got a few months yet, so now, what do I hope is in the game? Although I've just said it looks like you can only play a certain amount of characters, hopefully there's a lot of customization. I would like to create my own character in all honesty. It doesn't look like you get to do that. All of the gameplay they've shown, all of the images, is just of the selected characters, the 4 different characters. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I would hope there is customization, but it doesn't look like there is. Obviously they got different weapons and different things about them. But I hope the characters are different enough that each time you play through it, it would be a different experience. Bizarre choice, but I didn't notice any wizards or anything in the trailer, even from the imagery. It's the dwarf fighter, there's like a barbarian, there's Drizzt himself, and then a ranger. So I do hope with some DLC, or I would hope the main game down the line, we do get that kind of thing. It may be that this is a little less fantasy world, so it's a little more grounded, but some of the attacks are quite magical, so there's stuff about the attacks that shows there is magic in the world. So I'm just hoping we get to see more of that. It gives me big Monster Hunter vibes, and with Monster Hunter Rise coming out soon, that's probably the comparison I would draw to it. Obviously they've got Baldur's Gate out as well, but the Baldur's Gate and this are 2 very different games. This is more heavily combat based. Baldur's Gate is a lot more story and you can develop your characters and create your own, and it's a lot more kin to D&D. This one is obviously set to bring people, gamers, into D&D that don't necessarily play it now. So in the comments below, let me know if you're planning on picking this up, if you're planning on trying D&D maybe. Hopefully it brings more people into the game. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will do these update videos on news and stuff as it comes in. But like I say, go check out the trailer below. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know what you're excited for or hope to see in it. And I will see you in the next one.